Well, hello everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'll just preface the stream by saying, sadly, today's been one of those days, so I have a bit of a headache right now, so if I end early, I might, but sometimes when I stream and we have a good time, it goes away. Like, I don't know why, it just decides to leave. So, you know, I took some meds, so hopefully it'll get better, but just in case if I decide to end early, that way no one's wondering why, and I'm, you know, tis the life sometimes of chronic migraines. Well, actually, that's not a migraine, but chronic headaches, I suppose. I should say. How's the weather? It's been crazy, like usual. Ohio weather's always crazy. It doesn't want to stay one thing. I don't know why. It seems like over the past, like, 3-5 years, it's gotten even crazier. Again, I think weather's gotten crazier everywhere, but, like, Ohio weather used to be crazy, now it's even crazier than crazy, so pretty crazy. Eating ASMR? Oh, I took down a banana. Like, you know when you, I don't know how you guys are, but like, sometimes when I don't, like when I have headaches, I don't like eating. It's just not like, I just don't get hungry. It's just the way it is. I don't know why. So, I haven't been eating too much today, so I thought I need to eat something. So I brought down a banana. So that's what this is. So if you hear any weird sounds, that's probably what that is. So. I'm trying to take care of my frail self. Oh, it got cooler down there? That's good. I know in some areas it's been really, really hot. So, we've had a few hot days here. It kind of fluctuates. I honestly can't even tell anymore like what the weather's gonna be, which kind of sucks because I wanted to do like more gardening over the last couple days, but like, you know, potato. Oh, there's some ads. What are these ads doing here? We just started. Mr. Waterpond donated and said, good evening. I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah. No, I mean, I do get headaches very often, so I'm kind of used to it. But, you know, it still sucks nonetheless, so thank you. I appreciate that. It's rainy in Texas? Do be rainy. That's funny. I make milkshakes when I don't feel well. The downside is the downside is all the boys show up in my yard. Dang, Natasha. She has that kind of power, y'all. Actually, real quick, I think I already had some Ko-Fis pop in. Let me see. Oh, we do. Hold on. Today's the 23rd, right? So Cyberman donated and said, hey Katori, hope you're doing well. Really loved your Tuesday art. I must say it was muy bonita, as if I saw a Latina angel form of Clementine. Beautiful. Also, I made mermaid art of Coriel in Discord. Also, I figured since the month is almost over, why not make something cute for her? Hope you love it. Well, thank you. Yeah, mermaid. Yeah, mermaid is almost over. I wish I could do more for mermaid. But, I mean, overall, other than my headache today, the crazy day of today, thankfully, I think my the root canal tooth is feeling better, so thank God for that. That's been really making me worry because, you know, they say it's not supposed to feel totally fine afterwards. Well, it depends. It's very dependent. But after a while, it's not supposed to hurt anymore because, you know, that means that, you know, it healed correctly. It's gonna stay in your mouth. It's not gonna fail. And so every time it hurt, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, is this gosh darn thing gonna fail? You know, so since it's feeling better, that is a bit reassuring for me. But let's see if I can find it. The thing that you posted. For mermaid. I'm trying to scroll up. There's quite a bit of art in here from Cookery, too. And Neb. Where is it? There's so much. Oh, that's cute. I think this is the one, right? Where you're like, it almost reminds you of like the Shrek pose. I'm assuming that's what that's referencing. Carrying up Coriala. She does need to be carried everywhere. Unless, you know, she decides to grow her legs for like the evening. So very, very true. Very, very nice. Very nice. Elias Esteban Sanchez donated and said, shorter one today, but sometimes short and sweet is best, as you've proven. Oh, yeah. I'm very short. Unless sometimes short and sweet. Granted, I think I've used that term before, short and sweet, so maybe that's what you mean. Or you mean I'm short. Either way, it's true. So it's called Rainbows of Red. So the poem reads, affection blends with indecision. Lips bathed in roses make a canvas of me, marking me as yours with every shade of that rainbow red. What a fantastic reward for being your little helper. I think I know what this one's from. That was a cute audio, actually. What's so funny is I don't even like lipstick. I don't even own lipstick. The only lipstick I own is for my Jinx cosplay. Like, I had to buy, like, a shade for her because her lips are kind of like a muted burgundy. They're not burgundy. They're a very, very muted burgundy, you know, so... Some people like almost like do them like a really dark brownish or something, but no, it's like if you look at it, it's like it does have a red tone to it, but it's like a muted burgundy. So it took me forever to find one that was that color. But yeah, I don't own any red. I do not own any red. But the audio was fun to record. I'm glad people liked it. John Craft donated and said, hey Katori, it's me, John. My birthday was on Tuesday. Well, happy birthday. Unfortunately, I was sick. Oh no. But I'm feeling a bit better now. Happy to give you another nice donation. Big hugs for me. Well, happy birthday, John. I'm so sorry you were sick on your birthday of all days. I'm glad you're feeling better though. So hopefully now that you're feeling better, you can celebrate it, you know, on a time where, you know, you're not feeling so sick. So I'm so sorry you were sick, and happy birthday. I hope you do something fun to celebrate your birthday now that you feel better. He also donated and said, hope everything went well with your dentist a while ago. I got 2 funny things to tell you. What do you call a tree that fits in your hand? A palm tree. And how do pickles party on their birthday? They relish the moment. We got some food dad jokes today. But yeah, no, I actually recently got a filling done, and surprisingly, even though they said I wanted to get the worst, you know, like some of the cavities that I have are like in the, like, they're like very small in the enamel. So technically who is dinging my phone? Technically, like, if I bought like a certain rinse, like you can actually kind of reverse it in your enamel, so I'm gonna try to do that. So I'm just doing the deeper cavities, the ones that you can't reverse. So I did my deepest cavity, and he was like, oh, it might hurt afterwards, and I was like, okay, and it feels fine. So I mean, I'm glad for that, but the root canal is still bringing a little bit of pain. So let's hope that stops, because if this root canal fails, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind, man. I've already had like 2 breakdowns. We don't need another one. Thane donated and said, hi Katori, how are you? I'm well, just exhausted. However, the ring should be bought next week. Ooh! And the engagement will happen in June normally. After that, wedding planification. I'm not ready. I've been friends with some people who have, you know, gotten married and planned weddings, and it is a lot of work. They literally go MIA. Like, I won't hear from them for a few days, and they're like, I'm sorry. They're like, it's just some planning. I'm like, it's okay. I understand. It's a lot. So, but you know, I mean, yeah, I hope even though it might be like a lot to plan a wedding, I hope you have fun planning it when you do. And yeah, you'll have to let us know how the engagement goes. I'm really excited to hear how it, you know, how it comes to fruition. I'm really excited. So I'm so excited for you, Thane. So excited. Oh, actually, wait, we have another one from Thane. It says, also, an anecdote of my D&D campaign, many players met the new character following them during a fight. A fiend warlock drow whose patron is actually Lilith from Hell. She is the adopted mother of the character. That's why the drow has horns. The drow can also change appearance. Ooh. Changing appearance, that can definitely make things interesting. I mean, I don't know how much she can change her appearance, but either way, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's always anything that has to do with like illusion or like changing shape or changing like the way a character looks can always lead to a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are really getting into it and like having a fun time. So yeah, you'll have to let us know how your camping keeps on going, Thane. Thank you for giving us little updates. It's always exciting to hear what you guys are up to. Bobby donated and said, I accidentally sprayed Axe body spray into my mouth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is gonna end up being a joke or not, but it just brought me back to like middle school, and all the guys in my class would wear Axe body spray. It was like SpongeBob in the perfume section. They would spray that stuff like, I don't know if they just thought the more they sprayed, like somehow it would permeate into their cells and like get rid of like the stank or something. I don't know. But I like internally cringe every time I hear Axe body spray, because it just brings me back to like gym class, and it was just like a smog of Axe body spray. It was insane. But anyways, let me read that again. I accidentally sprayed Axe body spray in my mouth. Now I speak with an accent. Dang it, I knew it was gonna be a joke. I just thought I'd read it. It says, don't mind the dad joke. Had some pain meds due to a pinched nerve on my heel. Hurts to stand sometimes. Oh dang, I'm sorry. Man, ain't nobody feeling well this week. We're all getting cooked. I hope you feel better though, Bobby. I'm sorry I'm sorry your heel hurts. That is no bueno. Oh, Thane also donated and said she can change appearance the Dro thanks to the ability to cast Disguise Self as much as she wants. Well, as much as she wants. That's a pretty good deal. Also, do you know how you can make sure to get out unscathed from a battle? 1 fireball? No. 2 fireballs? No. 3 fireballs? Yes. Dude, fireball's actually such a good spell. If you're in the vicinity, though, it really sucks for you. But fireball. I don't know. Every time I hear fireball now, has anybody seen that clip? I don't know if I think it's like a dad and their kid like playing this like new game that came out on Steam, and she keeps on saying fireball. That's I keep on seeing that everywhere, so now every time I hear fireball I think of that. Where are we at? Because I don't think I read any super chats yet. Well, I think I read one. Yeah, right, I read Mr. Wanapons. Let's see. Oh, Michael Starr donated and said, came to say thanks for yesterday's audio. How do you know I'm touch-starved? You spying on me? Kadorki? Oh, dear gosh. Let's not start with new nicknames, huh? Says, hope everyone's week has been well. I've been sick, so mine has been less than ideal. Dang. No, I know the feeling. Honestly, last couple weeks have been less than ideal for me too. Sometimes it be like that. So I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you get better. And yeah, I'm glad you liked yesterday's audio. I don't know. I actually had I've been actually thinking about doing an audio like that for a while, but I'm always so nervous to do any audios that involve like, you know, like really like intense cuddling or kissing that's involved, because sometimes you can get nuked. It's just the way it is. And so, but I thought it was such a cute idea, so I held off on it for a while, and then I thought, oh, I'll do it. And then yeah, and then I just did, and I was like, there you go. So, and it actually survived. I was so scared when it was still like put under a manual review, and it was still under it, and I thought, crap. I was like, okay, like, you know, is it because of all the kisses in it? But like, I mean, it's not like they're sussy baka kisses. I don't know why, you know, but it was the sigh. It was the stupid sigh, like in like the right in the beginning. So I guess I have to be careful about sighing, which is hard because I sigh a lot. So oh, but no, I'm glad you liked it, Michael. Let's see. Let me scroll. Oh, whoa, the chat be flying like crazy. All right, there's Michael's. Let's scroll down from there. Neb donated and said, did some doodles of Kish on Discord. I did a small funny one, and my apologies beforehand because Bobby made a sticker of it, and it's something we're going to use a lot. What do you mean? What you talking about? Let me see. Oh, that's cute. You guys like made your own sticker on your own server. That's cute. Oh yeah, you did like a whole page of Kish. You know, that reminds me, like, I don't really do this anymore, which I wish I did, but I used to sketch a lot in my, what's it called? I used to sketch a lot in my sketchbook. I don't really do that anymore because I did it a lot during college, you know, like in between classes and, you know, in my spare time and stuff. But now my spare time is like a lot less than it used to be, or at least, you know, it's not like I'm just doing school. Now I'm just doing job stuff. So, but I used to do like pages of like, I'd draw like a certain character and like the little like you know, whether like they're in chibi form or they're close up of their face or different angles, different expressions. And it just reminds me of that. And I haven't done that in a long time, so I feel like I need to, because it's a lot of fun to have like a character page, you know. So that's really cute, Neb. I like that. Very cute sticker. Very cute, very cute. Inept has been a member for 28 months and said, love this week's audios. Funnily enough, I had been thinking of doing a lipstick testing audio as my monthly audio request recently. Big hugs as always. Well, hey, there you go. We already got it. We already got it going. But no, I'm glad that I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad a lot of people seem to like it, so I'm glad you guys liked it. And yeah, thank you for the big hugs. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Natasha, a lovely Natasha, has been a member for 43 months and said, I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. Exactly, pretty much. Also, Jagia, please learn how to pronounce dro. Is it drow? Like ow, the pain noise. That is my people. I mean, as we all know, I am the queen of pronunciation, like how I have now called kokery for so many years. So it's when a word gets stuck in my mind as something, I mean, now my mind will say, okay, it's drow, but I'll 100% guarantee the next time I see it, I'm gonna call it dro, because my mind has decided that's what it sounds like. It's just, but yeah, drow. Okay, drow. It's almost like, there was another word too I didn't know how to pronounce. I think it's, cause it's like, or like Nvidia, isn't it Nvidia? It's Nvidia, isn't it? But I call it Nvidia. Because that's what my mind said. Drow. Let's see if I can remember that. Garrick Anderson donated and said, video idea for a Viltrumite GF where she goes to a formal party or gathering and starts complaining about her dress not being practical for combat, lol. You know, I have considered doing a, what's it called? A Viltrumite, audio before, where it's like you find out she's a Viltrumite, but she like gave up on her. She actually was like, she was like the Nolan that 100% did a 180 and didn't even need any convincing. She went to Earth and was like, you can just decide to be happy and not to conquer places. Like, this is my thing. And like she didn't even decide to be a superhero. She decided just to be like, you know, regular human, even though she ain't one. She's just like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. Except how is she gonna explain that she doesn't age? That's something she probably didn't think about, but I've considered it. But yeah, that'd be an interesting audio, you know, not liking a dress. She's like, dude, this is dumb. Like, why am I, this is so unpractical. Like, what even is this? Bobby donated, oh no, Bobby's been a member for 42 months and said, after stealing all the pronunciations from the judge's computer, I'm expecting a long sentence. Oh my gosh. Oh, is it not pronunciations? Oh my gosh. You know, actually, guys, I think I actually need new glasses because everything looks a little more blurrier than usual, and my mind just said pronunciations, even though it says punctuations. There's no R in there. My gosh. Oh, granted, sometimes I have headaches and my eyes hurt. My eyes are a little more blurrier than usual, so that might be why. But no, sorry. Because when I said pronunciations, I'm like, that doesn't make any. Yeah, punctuations. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness, I need more sleep. J5 Mix. Oh, is it J? Is it Mr. J? Little update for y'all. Working on my doctorate for kinesiology? What is that? This scientific... So, how do you pronounce that? Kinesiology? I don't know. It's a scientific study of human movement mechanics and anatomy. That's cool. That's awesome, Jay. That's awesome. It says, album coming soon. If it's good, I will sign to a native label. I love and miss y'all for real. Aw, that's awesome, Jay. I'm so glad you might be like signing for an album. That's awesome. Thank you for coming in here and letting us know how you're doing. Sometimes I do wonder what Mr. J is up to. So, no, that's awesome. I'm glad you're working on a doctorate. That's really cool. And you're working on an album too, so you're going 2 for 2. So yeah, no, thanks for letting us know you're doing, Jay. I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad you're still doing music, because you do really good music. As you can tell, we're still using it. So keep on going, Jay. I'm really glad you're doing well. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. We all miss you too. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Nep donated and said, I also loved doodling different expressions and exploring the personality of a character. I like drawing Kish because I like to use her ears to make her super expression. Yeah, I do like that too. I think, the only other character I think I was able to do that with, I think, was Tagger and sometimes Neko. Before we had Kish, it was mainly those two, because, Neko, her ears would kind of dictate what her, I guess, mood was at the time. And then I think there were a few thumbnails I did with Tagger where her ears were a bit in different arrangement. But no, yeah, it's really fun to kind of mess with characters' ears if it allows. Ty donated and said, whenever I go to the bakery, it takes me back because I was born and bred in a bakery, but raised by an oven. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Every time now I am raised by an oven, I was thinking, I'm getting reminded of tons of things today. I don't know if it's because my mind's foggy because of my headache, but like when I think of I was thinking of an oven, so since being raised by an oven, I was thinking of an oven that was like alive, and it just reminded me of like Margaret from Meat Canyon, which is so cursed, but that's what it reminded me of now. That's all I'm thinking of now. Oh my gosh. Where are we at? Garrick Anderson donated and said, I heard that new Lego Batman game came out. Do you plan on playing it? I know you like Batman, but don't know how you feel about Legos. I don't mind Legos. I played a few of the Lego games. I didn't like specifically, I think I mainly played them with my siblings versus like playing them by myself, but that's not to say I wouldn't play it. I didn't even know it was coming out, so I mean, will I buy it, I guess is the question. I don't know. I guess if my bro buys it, if it's multiplayer, I'll probably play it with him. Yeah, I got nothing against Legos. I got a few Lego builds that I collected. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my ohos. Maybe it is, maybe it has been the weather. The weather's been changing so much, that could be another reason. If my model's looking weird, it's because I'm doing the thing you're not supposed to do, and I'm rubbing my eyes. But, yeah, man, when the weather changes, it messes up my sinuses. Goodness gracious. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, we have a 5-part donation from Adam. Let's see what we got going on here. When do we... Oh no, here's the 5th one. There we go. Okay, now my brain has to think. Evil Queen and Evil Sorceress. So... what are they? I think... Okay, Evil Sorceress does not have an accent, right? She's just kind of like... she has like a deeper, like, fancy-ish voice, but not like an English accent as far as I recall. Okay, I will try my best to do this with my head. I will probably mess up, but I will do my best. So, so the evil queen says, "Is the castle secure?" "To be honest, the castle's lacking some guardrails, so I hired crew to come and install them ASAP." "That's not what I meant. And some of the stairs don't go all the way down to the bathroom. It's a fire safety hazard, not to have a clear escape route. We're having an architect come over and have a look." What I really want to know is, I also put an order in for wet floor signs for the janitor. I don't care about that stuff. I care about... That's the kind of callousness. Oh, that kind of callousness is not good for morale, my queen. It's attitudes like I'm assuming this. It's attitudes like this is how henchmen are getting hurt. I don't. Not to mention getting all the OSHA violation fines. What evil? When do we care about fines? We still pay taxes. Of course, I'm crazy enough to take on Spitigo, but the IRS? No, thank you. But more importantly, is the castle or is the castle not under your control? My queen, I wouldn't conduct an audit if the castle weren't under our control. And once I polish my findings, they will be on your desk first thing in the morning. Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, the evil queen don't want to take on the IRS. The IRS? No thanks. No thank you. Not today. Iron Pima donated and said, "Can you say this in a deep, gruff British accent?" Like gruff, like, you know, gruff makes me think of like something like this. But like, how would I do that Britishly? We're going to do something Britishly. That's a word. All right, I'll give it my best shot. Let's see. So he wants me to say, "I have been waiting for you. I felt the moment of your liberation, the shedding of your bond. You called to me. I am here to show you the way." It says Oathbreaker GF when, lol. No, she's like, you know, I'm gonna do my own thing. Oh, Thane donated and said, "I also have prepared a third D&D character. This one is more homebrew. She will be an Oni, half giant, half devil, fighting with her fists mostly, unarmed fighter. She is a champion of battle. She is a champion of Battle Arena, and she will be able to use the spell Vicious Mockery for fun insults during the fight." And it says 1 of 2, so there's something else. Okay, let me reload the page. Oh, here's the second part. So he said, she'll be able to use spell Vicious Mockery for fun insults during the fight. She's also a folk hero, and she will have quite the reputation in a part of my world. She is also 2m40? So it's 2 meters, maybe 40 centimeters, or 7 feet, 7 feet, so maybe 7 and 8 inches, 8.7 inches, or 87 inches. That could be right. It must be like 7 feet 8 some inches. The tallest of the players group, I feel, lol. She will be super fun to play and roleplay. Also, I'm going to sleep so good tonight. Well, I'm glad you're going to sleep good tonight, Thane. I'm glad you're like really building up your world. It's always fun to kind of like, like create stuff, and like continuously like kind of build off of it. So I'm glad you guys are having fun making new characters and stuff. Sounds like a good time. I really don't want to eat this banana. I'm literally forcing myself to eat this gosh dang banana. In the back of my head, I'm like, I gotta eat something. Need nutrition. My body's like, I don't want no food. I don't want nothing. Even if you offered bacon to me right now in this time, I kind of wouldn't want it, which says a lot. Just have no appetite. All right, let's see. Let's read some super chats because we are a bit behind. I think the last thing I read was from the Lego Batman thing, so here we go. It's over $60 for the Lego Batman thing. I think that's what Bobby was referencing. Goodness. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale. Right now I'm spending a lot of... oh, so much money on my teeth. But anyways, Smee, Mr. Smee, has been a member for 43 months and said, me right now, it said it's not about the weather, it's a just in general kind of thing. You know what? Depending on what the video is, maybe it's a me too. Let's see. What is Mr. Smee like right now? Help. Honestly, same. Same, dude. Oh my gosh. I feel like everybody's screaming help right now. It seems like a lot of people are not having a good time. We all need help. Did I say, yeah, I kind of like, yeah, I didn't really say it 100% right, Zachy, because I didn't say mis ojos, I said mi ojos. Like, my ojos, or my eyes, I don't know what I said. I know I said ojos, and I know if I said me, that is not correct, because it's not plural. I guess I did some weird Americanized version of ojos. Ojos. Ty donated and said, good news, yesterday I cracked a great dad joke. Bad news, I can't use it again. I mean, you might be able to repair it. Just put a little glue on it. Put a little glue and some, contact cement, and it'll be like new. You never know. You never know. Thank you for the rose, Cyberman. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Garrick Anderson donated and said, did you hear about Tom Kane's passing? So sad. Yeah, I saw that. It was really sad. I remember seeing the video of when he did, I think he was at NostalgiaCon, or I can't remember. He was at a convention with the other Powerpuff Girls, and they were like, you did like a little video where they were all like, screaming Professor at him, which was kind of cute. And, he didn't really say anything, and I thought that was kind of odd. I was like, is he okay? But evidently at the time, he had suffered a stroke, and so he couldn't speak, which I didn't know that. And I guess, that's kind of what led to his passing, which is really sad. Especially since like he's so well known for his voice, and the fact that the stroke kind of led to him not being able to speak. I'm sure that really sucked. So, but he did so many voices. Some voices I didn't even realize he did. And it's really sad that he had to pass. But he left behind a lot of voices for us to remember him by. So I'm glad that he left a pretty big mark on the animation world. And he was also the announcer of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and he was also Yoda from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which I was unaware of. So that's really cool. It's you learn new stuff every day. I wish I made 100 mil per stream, Jay. If that were the case, this channel would be way more advanced. I could hire people. If I was making that much, I could actually hire people. Mr. Smee would not be living off of bread. Because evidently that's what I pay him in now. I pay him in bread. I can't pay him in peanuts because he's allergic to peanuts. So... if that's ever the case, I can hire a whole workforce, man. We could actually really have a Wholesome Industries like we had in like those parody videos I made a while ago. We could actually rent our own building and have a Wholesome Industries. We could have a Wholesome Burger. We could have our own like a Wholesome Burger in the lobby. We could afford Mr. Smee a passport so he can work in Wholesome Industries. Or maybe, who knows, maybe we can actually, we can locate a Wholesome Industries in good old England, the good old land of the tea. We can put a Wholesome Industries over there, and he'll have to, be the manager. He'll have to manage it. Neb donated and said, I can't look at bananas the same again after watching Randy Feltface's new stand-up special. If you know, you know. Oh, great. There's something gross about bananas now. I mean, I don't doubt it. There's always something. There's always something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what the food is anymore. I'm gonna be for real. I don't know what the food is anymore. But, you know, I'm just gonna try to still eat this thing, I guess, for my sake. But no, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's best I don't know. Oh, I see that Jay's in the head out. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jay. Prayers to you too. I hope you keep on doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, really? Mr. Smith's like, you don't want to do that. The taxation for businesses here are silly. You're better doing it in Ireland. Okay. Well, I guess we'll put it in Ireland. We'll have to have Mr. Smee relocate to Ireland. We'll have enough money to relocate him. Don't worry, Mr. Smee. We will have you covered. You'll get a dental plan because you know what? If anyone is hired by me, we're getting dental. I can't stand, you know what? I've had my fair share of dental crap. And you know what? If we have a business big enough to afford dental, we're gonna afford dental. So we'll relocate Mr. Shmee in Ireland with his nice little dental plan. And then he'll be, you know, he'll have a little penthouse at the top of Wholesome Industries, you know, and that way he can look down on everyone. I'm sure he'd like that. And then, you know, we'll have a Wholesome Industries here, which we'll have to set up. We'll have to start hiring. We'll have to start hiring for the Wholesome Burger because we want to have our own food line. We all know that's how businesses work now. You got to like have your own snacks and your own food, but it'll be quality food, okay? We ain't cutting corners. We ain't cutting corners, especially on the pickles. We ain't cutting corners on the pickles. Tennessee's business friendly? Okay, that depends. I don't know if Mr. Shmee wants to relocate across seas. Dang, Mr. Shmee. Well, I'm glad your teeth are still kind of doing okay if you haven't been to the dentist since you were 15. I wish my teeth were still okay. Dude, if I didn't go to the dentist since I was 15, I'd be screwed. My enamel is crap. So, like, I'm cooked. I'm basically cooked. I have to go to the dentist. Like, I have to, like, get my teeth checked to make sure, like, cavities don't get worse. Because the one time I don't see a dentist for a while, because my last one kind of was long story. But anyways, when I don't see one for a while, bad things happen. I don't know. I need to, like... trade in some enamel. We need like better science for enamel now. Actually, I heard that there's like something in like South Korea where they're like looking like how to like regenerate teeth, which is crazy. I don't know how true that is, but I keep on seeing it on the internet. Neb donated and said nothing gross, just some crazy history. Oh hey, I'm all up for information. It's always good to know more information. History of bananas. Garrick donated and said, have you ever played the Batman Arkham series? I don't think I have, actually. Surprisingly. I played a bit on PlayStation for a while, but then I switched over to PC, so I don't know if that game's offered on PC or not. But I don't think I played that game. I have not. Oh, Mr. Shmee, that's so sweet. Well, that's why I said we weren't going to relocate you, Mr. Shmee. I would never take you away from your mom. Moms are so important. Like, I could never be away from my mama. I could not. There's no way. I'd have to bring her with me. But yeah, no, yeah. We'll do whatever you need, Mr. Shmee. If we're getting that much money per stream, if we're getting 10 mil a stream, you could bring her along. Have her go to Tennessee with you. Or Ireland, or whatever the heck you're referencing. Well, take her with you. Take her with you. Mamas are important. Alright. Let's see. We have a donation from Bobby. This is Popular GF and Neko. So, Popular GF says, Neko, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stop that nerve from pinching Bobby.
Oh. Wait, what?
Don't worry, Bobby. I'll save you.
Neko, no. A pinched nerve is... And then you hear a disheveled scream. Never mind. Well, what did Neko do? What did she do? Did she like sucker punch your like ankle, or your she like punch your leg or something, or your heel? Either way, I'm assuming whatever she did was pretty painful. Oh, poor Neko, huh? I need some more water. Trying to hydrate myself. Why is this not loading? Why are you being mean to me today? Why are you doing this today? Here, while Kofi loads, I'll read Ty's that just came in. Ty donated and said, I finally got the perfect idea for Halloween. To scare people, I just show my face. No, Ty, that's not true. No. Ty, you are a lovely person. I do not believe that. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All y'all are beautiful. I cannot stand for this. I will not stand for this slander. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, I wonder what does it look like when I rub my head? Like what is this? It just looks like my bottom's looking down. If that got translated, it would probably look freaking weird as heck. But anywho, let me look. I think Kofi's finally loading. Hold on. Let us see. Whoa! Spirit Robin! Oh my gosh. If I sound a bit monotone, I apologize. I have a bit of a headache, but thank you so much. That's a very generous donation. $250, dude. Thank you. Holy smokes. Says, if you're starting a business, then here's a small investment for Wholesome Industries. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we were saying, like, if we were hypothetically to make 100 mil a stream, which is, or 10 mil, or I forgot what Jay joked about. But we were saying, oh, we can make a Wholesome Industries. We could make a whole building. We could make a whole business building. And, you know, hey, but you never know. You never know. You don't know what the future holds. You know, we can invest. We'll make a business. You never know. But no, thank you, Spirit Robin. I really, really appreciate it. This will obviously either, you know, go back into our business or, you know, go towards my dental plan, which I guess is also part of the business. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, the Spirit Robin has been really helping me pay these dental bills. It's crazy. I mean, like, fillings these days are like, because I just went in to go fill a filling, and I think it was like, gosh, I don't even remember, because like, I feel like this whole week's been a blur. I've been blocking a lot of stuff out. I think it was like, I know some were like $292, but some were like $380 something, and I was like, what? Or maybe I read that wrong. I'll have to look at, I got like a spreadsheet paper because they gave me all the prices. And I was like, so maybe it was only 3 something, but or less than 380, but like my brain can't remember. My brain's kind of fried right now. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it very, very much. So thank you. My tooth thanks you. Or my teeth, I guess. We'll say plural, because that'd be the truth. Looks like I'm trying to fix the crook in my neck. Actually, thank you for reminding me. My neck actually kind of hurting. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh. Whoa. Yeah.
I'm really sad that my physical therapist retired. He was the only man that could fix me.
Let me see. Well, yeah, no, thank you so much, Spirit Robin. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Garrick Anderson donated and said, yes, the Arkham series is on Steam Arkham Origins, though it's separate from the collection. I really like Origins because you can play as Slade. Huh. I did not know that. I know there was some game that came out that you could play as like the whole Bat family. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I was considering playing that one, but I never got it actually. But thank you for all the information. Wait, what? Oh, you guys actually heard that? Someone said nice pop. Holy smokes, that was crunchy. Really? That was only one pop. Usually there's like 3. So, I'm surprised you only heard 1. Like, that was pretty tame. I'm surprised you guys heard that. Like, it wasn't even that loud. It's just me's like, that was really cool how you did that pop. It freaked the heck out of me. Don't do that again. Really? That wasn't even, that's like pretty tame compared to what usually happens, so I'm surprised that you guys actually even heard it, so that's pretty crazy. That's funny. You heard it all? You gotta be kidding. That's like, I feel like it was so low, but I mean, hey, I guess the more you heard versus the more you know. Am I double or triple jointed? I would consider myself double jointed. I actually, I've been like, I don't know if it's a diagnosis per se, but I guess it is, because it's officially in my medical records, but like I'm hypermobile. So I am just naturally flexible, which sometimes when you overextend, it can also tense up your muscles. So it kind of like sometimes does the opposite of what you think it would do. Like you think you'd be all loose and, you know, like not tensed up if you're hypermobile, right? Because you're really flexible, but that's not the case always, because sometimes your body will like be so mobile, it will move to such a flexible extent that your muscles want to tense up, and then that causes this, you know, then you feel tense sometimes. That's why your neck will hurt or other stuff. So yeah, it's a great time. Excuse me. Let me see. Oh, actually, I see there's a Ko-fi donation. Let's look at that. Sheffy donated and said, "Hey yo, how has this past week been for you?" It's been a little less crazy than the week before, but still pretty little stressful and crazy nonetheless, but I'm hanging in there. So I had myself a nice 3-day weekend from work. I've been needing a nice break. Well, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm glad you get some time to yourself, Sheffy. Very, very glad. So, yeah, I think, I'll probably just try to relax this weekend and stuff. I actually wanted to try to work on some costuming stuff this weekend, which that kind of got shot today. But I have all this extra material left over that I basically got it for free. They sent me the wrong material, so I got like this white material for free because I ordered this dark gray one when I was supposed, and I didn't get it, so they had to resend it. But since I got this cream material, I was like, yo, I always wanted to make like Chell, right, from El Dorado. Like, this was the perfect opportunity. And so since it's like, it's, you know, it's it's like, what do they call it? Hot Girl Summer now? Like Hot Girl Summer or whatever. Instead, I usually have Granny Summer. I usually have Hot Granny Summer because I'm always like in the garden or like doing granny stuff. Like I'm always crocheting or in the garden. So, no, they called it Feral Granny Summer. I think that's what it was called. Feral Granny Summer. I kept on seeing posts about that. But either way, maybe I'll try to do that this weekend. Yeah. That might be fun. The one thing though is I thought, dang, I'm like, my hair isn't dark enough to be Chel's hair. You know, she has black hair. I have dark brown hair, but you know, maybe it'll be close enough. I don't know. I'll have to buy myself some like clip-on bangs. Iron Piedmont donated and said, I made a high elf paladin in Baldur's Gate 3 named Hilde. She's an oath of a crown type paladin, and I'm actually trying to break her oath. Oh my gosh. Best way to do it? Question mark. Also, pinged you to picture of her on Discord. Best way to do it? Kill somebody. Well, that's nice. I like her. I like the contrast of like, I like, you know, like dark blue and gold. I always think that looks nice. So yeah, I like that. I like it. I like the dark blue and gold on her armor. It looks very nice. I think it kind of like complements everything, right? Because like her hair is kind of silverish, which kind of matches like the silver on the armor, and then you kind of have like her blue eyes, which kind of is reflected in her blue shirt. So I like her. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I hope she breaks her oath and does everything that she needs to do. Hope she's very successful. Let's see. Bobby donated and said, so I'm thinking of getting a Trogdor, the Burnator t-shirt. I don't know what that is. And I want your opinion. Arguably my favorite dragon in recent years. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Huh. What? I just don't even know what this is. Wish I can. Why is Webroot trying to do a scan right now? Can you do this later, please? Some interesting graphic art. Kind of reminds me of like a. What does it remind me of? Like the art style. It almost looks like an alligator, but like not an alligator because its limbs are kind of smaller and it has these little baby wings on its hands. So interesting. I like the color contrast. It's very bright. So, but he does have one human arm, which does he have another arm on the other side? So, very, very interesting artwork. I can see, I also see the more like clip art, graphic art in the other photos of like it being a bit more simplified version. So, yeah, I wonder what this is from. Unless it's just a design that you like, but yeah, very cool, very cool. Excuse me. Seki Jokes donated and said, it's my birthday, and all my life I always thought I wasn't evil. Just homosexual, but sadly today I learned that I'm evil and not homosexual. Why, Lord? I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't think you're evil. I think you're just fine, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't think you're evil, unless you secretly are evil, so let's hope you're not. We need a lot less evil people in the world. I am very tired. I think I haven't really been sleeping well, just due to the fact that like, you know, like I've been worried about my teeth, especially since it's like on and off hurting. So, like, since whenever I have pain in the tooth, like, I'm like, oh gosh, you know, so then you, like, stay up and you think about it, and, like, you just don't really sleep, and so that's kind of been my issue. But since the pain is subsiding, I'm hoping that my worry will subside, and I can actually sleep. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, don't be starting your villain art, Kokiri. No, we can't be having that. We can't be having that. Let's see. Kofi's being a little bit of a butt today. There we go. Could also be Webroot, who's like trying to freaking... Why you do this? Anywho, okay. Okay, we have something from Cyberman. I'm not really sure who I'm reading for. It says Carrie Jones. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna read it as it says, because with my headache, my brain is working at like 20% capacity, so we'll try our best. But so Carrie Jones says, "You freeze." It says pulls out stun gun, shoots, side dodges, jumps out window. And now it's okay, back to me. So I say, "Hey, you can't just," and it says Carrie runs after Sai, later traps Sai in an alley. And then Carrie Jones, who I don't know who Carrie Jones is yet, but Carrie Jones says, "Well, any last words before I take you back?" XJ27? XJ27, is that a reference to something? That sounds familiar. Is that a reference to something? XJ27? It's not 626. It's not Stitch. But then Sai says, "Well, just a few." Inhale and screams, "Wah, scary lady." What? I'm so confused. My head is such mush. I'm a little confused. All I know is that Carrie Jones seems to be trying to assassinate Cyberman, I guess. That's all I got. That's all I got. Bobby donated and said, "Here's a song about the goat himself." What is this? Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm 15 years ago. Yeah, I've never seen this before, so this is interesting. The more you know. Trogdor. Trogdor. It's funny that there's like pieces of media that you'll never ever be aware of until like years later. Bobby donated and said, "Context. It's from a series called Homestar Runner and was created by Strong Bad, pronounced Trogdor, the Burninator. In case anyone hasn't seen the Strong Bad emails, and yes, this is an arm." Oh, that is an arm. Interesting. Yeah, I've never... A series called Homestar Runner. Yeah, I haven't heard of that either. I've never heard of Homestar Runner, so that's interesting. Again, the more you know. I didn't even know. Neb donated and said, "Hope your pain will fade soon and you can finally sleep better." I hope so too. I hope so too. Don't we all? Don't we all? It's like very dry in here. Because I'm surprised. I thought it'd be more humid, but it's actually pretty dry. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we were watching, I think it's called Bravest Warriors. I didn't even know that existed, because I've watched Adventure Time before, and I've seen clips of it, but I didn't realize that it was like a show back from like 13 years ago, which is crazy to think about. And it's like almost like a mini series that like the creator of Adventure Time put on their YouTube channel, which again is even more interesting. Or unless maybe it was somewhere else first, but right now it's on the YouTube channel. And yeah, it's interesting how yeah, I forgot where I was going with this. I was going somewhere with it. Oh no, we were watching it and I fell asleep, so I missed some episodes. So I missed some context because like the episodes are so short. I missed quite a bit, but because I literally woke up, I'm like, wait, they're traveling through time? When did this happen? So yeah, don't watch a series when you're tired because you probably will fall asleep. Cyberman donated and said, "I almost forgot to ask about my Coriala keychain." What do you mean? I mean, if you're asking, I mean, I don't think it's, usually, you know, it should be shipped out within the time that, like, I think there's, like, I think it tells you, like, the timeline in which it should be shipped out. I haven't made it to the post office yet to ship them out yet, but you know, it is in transit. I promise it will be shipped out. It will be shipped out to you. Oh, but yeah, no, I've had like back-to-back appointments, so this week, you know, it will be shipped out within the time frame it's supposed to be shipped out, but like it sadly wasn't shipped out early because, you know, it's just been a crazy week. It has been a crazy week. Oh yeah, I like Catbug. He's funny. Little Catbug. He's like in the different dimensions where he's like, where I can't remember, but like he just says the funniest things, and I like his voice. I was like, man, I like this little dude. I like this little dude. I like Catbug. He's nice. Okay, Webroot, you've had your fun. You're making things so. Well, yeah. Okay, shush, go away. We do not need that many programs running right now. All right. We already have Streamlabs. We already have VTube Studio, and then we also have VBridger along. Is there anything else that's up? I don't think so. I think my Discord app's up right now. That's not too bad. Actually, before I start going on a very weird rant, let me make sure I didn't miss anything on Ko-fi, because sometimes I forget about Ko-fi, which is not good. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Actually, we're good. We actually got everything. Oh my goodness. I am, what was I gonna say? We did plant a lot in the garden this year. I think of a lot more than last year. We got some Napa cabbages. We actually got melon this year and zucchini. I also got some chamomile. I'm growing chamomile in the garden along with some lavender and basil and chives. We got some spring lettuce that we got, which, you know, sometimes that's a little bitter, but, you know, it's good for your, you know, whatever. And we got some chilies, some peppers, and got some cucamelons, which cucamelons are kind of like little baby they're like kind of like a bit more like of a sour cucumber, but they look like little watermelons is basically what they look like. And then we got some cucumbers too, like some English cucumbers. English cucumbers. And yeah, no, my flower garden's going good though. I have a lot of natives now, and I'm really excited. Also, we saw that there was, I'm pretty sure last year, I didn't even realize it, but I planted mountain mint in my garden, in one of the garden boxes, and I thought it was a weed when we were digging stuff out this year, because it got really big. It looks like almost like a little, like this big, like bushy plant. So I was gonna dig it out, but something in me said, hey, like, this looks like an edible plant. Like, I don't know, my brain said something. So I took because mountain mint doesn't look like traditional mint. It doesn't have, like, the usual mint leaves. It's much more thinner, kind of more angular leaves, so it doesn't really look like mint. But I took off a sprig, and I snapped off a branch, and I smelled it, and it smelled like peppermint. I'm like, whoa, hold up. So I saved it, and I replanted it in our mint box, so... Which it also made room for some other stuff, and, oh, we got prickly pears. I'm hoping that lives. That'd be cool to have prickly pear. I didn't even know, I actually just found out last year that there is, you know, a native cactus in Ohio, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Someone needs a big spoon? Bro, if there's a big spoon that can rub my head, I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, Neb donated and said, I should draw something for Mermaid. Hopefully I'll do it before the month ends, as well as finish the drawing for Iron. Well, I will be excited to see both. Actually, that reminds me. You know, I'm doing D&D, and my dungeon master actually asked me to draw him some stuff. Obviously, he's paying me. It's not like he's, you know, for free. But, you know, he was like, oh yeah, can you do like this stuff for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. It's like for our campaign. And And he even said, like, if he ends up, he wants to do like D&D books, and he said that if he ever does do it, that he wants to hire me as the artist for the books. I'm like, yo, no way. So I'm excited about that. I don't think the books are gonna be anything that's doing anything anytime soon. But I'm excited to like kind of create art for the campaign, you know. So it's like it's kind of like it's like a new fun way to kind of draw. So it's been fun, and yeah. I volunteer as tribute. All right, first come, first serve. First come, first serve. All right. Mitch, the History Channel donated and said, male adulthood latest. Okay. I'd love to learn about male adulthood. Let's see. Being unsure what's more dangerous to my lifespan between smoking, drinking, and telling GF that she's put a bit of weight on. You are just making a lot of really bad life choices. It depends. It depends. Did she ask? I mean, I'm all for honesty, right? If you're actually, you know, trying to watch your weight in a healthy way, right? And then you're like, hey, like, does it look like I gained a little bit of weight? And you politely say yes. You know, I mean, I can't fault anybody for just telling the truth, even though we all know you probably should lie. But, I mean, hey. But if we're giving unsolicited comments, dude, I mean, I think your health is just, I think you're just on a fast decline. I literally, at this point, I don't see a good prognosis. I think you're kind of cooked. I think you're cooked from all ends. You're kind of going to be cooked from the inside out, is basically what's going to happen. You're going to get a bunch of external damage and internal damage, and at that point, I don't know. You're going to have to start praying. Even if she asks, that's a loaded question. I think it depends. You have to know the girl, right? Some ladies are really sensitive, you know, about like their weight. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, I mean, if I was being genuinely, like, if I was actually straight, like hypothetically, if I had a significant other, a boyfriend or whatever, and I was straight up asking them, I was like, hey, like, I feel like I'm gaining weight. Does it look like I've gained weight? I'd want them to tell me. I would want to know. I'd want them to be honest. Now, if I'm just walking around the dang house and they look up at me and they're like, yeah, you're gaining weight, it's gonna be Jover for the rest of the day. So it depends. You know, you gotta know who you're speaking to. Everybody's at a different level about, you know, different stuff. So sometimes people want you to be straight up with them. You know, it just depends. You gotta know. And most ladies don't want to know, but some of them do. So you gotta kind of know who you're talking to. You know what I mean? Is that true, Mr. Street? I'm just curious. That's crazy. My last girlfriend broke up with me because I said I didn't think her butt was that big. So she wanted cake. She wanted the big cake. She didn't have the big cake, and so she got mad. I mean, I don't know. Dang. I mean, again, don't listen. You like, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. All right, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. You know what I mean? Like, if I went up to somebody and, like, hypothetically, which actually I'm totally fine with being short. Actually, I like being short sometimes. But if I was like, am I short? And I know darn well I'm short, and they're like, yeah. You know, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? It's obtainable. You can get a big booty if you work out. You gotta do them squats. I do not have the gumption to do that, but some people do. So, you know, more power to you. There'll be some cosplayers out. I keep on seeing these fitness cosplayers, and they're like, you want to look good for your next convention? Try these squats. And I'm like, no. I like sitting. Thank you very much. Mr. Friends donated and said, good evening. Do you like Top Cat? What's Top Cat? Top Cat. Huh. I didn't realize that's what he was called. I recognize the character, like I've seen him around, but I actually, honestly, have not watched a lot of the media from Top Cat. I recognize him as like an older cartoon. Like I've seen his character around a lot, but I've never watched his stuff. So I'm glad to know his name now, because I actually did not know his name. I just knew he was an older cartoon. Bobby donated and said, "Have I gained weight? An elderly woman. Taking a page out of Teddy Roosevelt. She knew three fat people. She was two of them." Wait, what? Sorry, my brain is like dead. So hold on. An elderly woman. So someone's asking a question, have I gained weight? And then an elderly woman says, she knew 3 fat people and she was 2 of them. Okay. Actually, I didn't know that has anything to do with Teddy Roosevelt, so. A woman or a mystery wrapped in an enigma. I feel like both. I feel like everyone feels that way. Like everyone thinks the other's an enigma. Like you don't understand it, because you're not it. But honestly, I think it depends. Honestly, I will say this. I do find some woman a mystery and enigma. I think some ladies are freaking like, I don't even know what's going on. I tend to not hang out with ladies because sometimes ladies confuse me. Because I'm like, what are we doing? What's going on? But then also some dudes confuse me. I'm like, what? So, I think there's always, you're just gonna have to hang out with your own people. You're gonna have to find a certain group of people that you vibe with, because man, some of them do be like, I don't know what, like they're on some other planet, man. I don't know. That is one thing. It's like, I guess it's like the certain, like, stereotype, if you're talking about the stereotype of the lady that's, like, says that she wants you to tell the truth, like, yeah, no, I want you to tell me the truth, and you know darn well that she wants you to lie. Like, that's too much for me. Like, my brain, I can't with that, man. You just gotta be straight, you gotta be straight up with me. You know what I mean? I just know. Yeah. Uh-oh. Granted, I will say this. It depends. I will say this just as like a little cheat code, okay? During Con Crunch week, alright? During Con Crunch week, when I'm working on a cosplay and I'm stressed and I'm trying to get it done, this is the one thing that my significant other needs to know. If they come over and walk next to me and look at my stuff, do not say if something is missing. Do not say if something is wrong. Also, if I ask how it's looking, you need to say it looks great. That's the only time. That is the only time. If I'm working on a cosplay and it's not Con Crunch week, I'm not like super into it, like rushing, trying to get it done. Like if I'm like slowly working on it and you're like, oh, hey, like actually remember, like there's supposed to be that there. And I'm like, oh, okay, because like I want it to be as accurate as possible, right? Like I want it to be as accurate as it possibly can be. But if it's Con Crunch week, there's no time. There's no time for me to second guess anything. And there's no time for me to listen to whatever you have to say. So yeah, that's the only time. That's the only time you 100% will have to lie to my face, is during Con Crunch week when I'm working on a cosplay. I look disheveled. I'm probably like half dressed. I haven't slept, and I'm like working on this thing that is like needs to be done in like 3 hours, or maybe more than 3 hours. I'm probably not that crazy, but you know what I mean. The next day. And if I'm like, how's it looking? You're like, oh, looks great, honey. I'll be like, thanks. And, I just lie to me. Lie to my face. Lie straight up to my face. But honesty is the best policy. Not in this case, it's not. Not in this case. No, absolutely not. In this case, unless I say to you, I need you to be honest, then you don't be honest. You just say it looks good. That's the only time. Yeah, but other than that, honesty is best policy. I do agree. I think honesty is the best policy, but for a cosplayer doing Con Crunch week, I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's my thing. You know, like how people say, like, you know, like the whole like woman weight thing, where like if they say, oh, how's my weight looking or whatever, and then you always say you look fine. I don't really understand that. That's not really like something that would bother me. Maybe that's my thing. Maybe it's Con Crunch week. That's like the one thing where you have to lie to me. Maybe everybody has their one thing. I feel like everybody has their one thing where it's either high stress or you're a little sensitive about it and you just want to hear a good answer. But maybe some people don't. But I feel like most people do. I feel like most people do, you know? Oh, Bobby donated and said, also, fun fact, the Kevin line of a woman is like a car. I actually heard someone finish that line. Really? That's so funny. What did they say? What'd he say? I gotta know. I gotta know. And it said, but Katora, you always look good. Well, thank you. And that is not true. I have looked pretty gnarly some days, I'm gonna be honest. And on those days, I will never ask how I look, because I already know. I already know. It's not a good day. But no, I actually, speaking of cons, I am excited because, it's con season, y'all. It's con season. I'm excited to cosplay. I actually really wanted to make a Chell cosplay for con season because it's like some summer cons are coming out, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to make her, which kind of sucks because con season's fast approaching and I'm really not having a lot of spare time. And sadly, I really haven't made a new cosplay like in a while. I mean, I know I worked on Ahsoka. I made Ahsoka, but like, I know I made pretty much. I'm trying to think. I feel like, well, I made Raven. I know I made Raven. I think after Jinx, Raven was my next cosplay, and then I made Ahsoka, and then is that it? Before, like, I'd make like at least 2 new cosplays a year, and now I'm like struggling. I don't even count my power one because that one like was like what, a button up and like some slacks. I didn't really even like craft anything. The other ones I sewed. Maybe I gotta make Chell. I gotta make a new one this year. I have to make a cosplay this year. So if it's just Chell, then so be it. I gotta make a new one. Oh, Neb donated and said, I mean, if someone wants me to be honest, I will be, but also try my best to not make them feel bad and give a little encouragement because you don't want to make someone feel terrible. I mean, honestly, that's probably a pretty good take. Like, yeah, like, I honestly, I wonder, right? I think it's all in how you say it. You know what I mean? Because, like, if I really think about it, like, even, like, my thing, right? The thing I just talked about, like, Con Crunch season, or Con Crunch week, or whatever, where I'm, like, super, like, but here's, let's put this into perspective, right? If I'm, like, freaking out and I'm making this cosplay, and I'm like, how does it look? And you can see there's something wrong with it, but maybe you know how to fix it, or you're like, or maybe you're like, hey, just wanted to let you know. This is not supposed to be like this, but I am gonna help you, or I can help you, or like, you know what I mean? Like, or I guess it's really all how you say it. So maybe you can pretty much get out of anything as long as you say it. Because I feel like some people just don't know how to say things in a certain way, where it just comes out wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of like in all how you say it, I guess. But in high stress situations, sometimes you just gotta You gotta yeet yourself out of there. Whoopsie daisy. Mitch donated and said, if anything, woman asking for honesty from me anecdotally makes me feel the same as being on death row, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, what kind of ladies are you dating, man? Because I know there's a certain stereotype of lady where she, like, says, it's fine. Or like, you can be honest with me, and you know darn well she doesn't want you being honest, and she's not fine. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe find a lady who actually, you know, when she says she wants you to be honest, she wants you to be honest. I don't know. I usually don't hang around them ladies, so I would not know. I don't know. Let's see. Garrick Anderson donated and said, there was an episode of My Dress Up Darling where Marin gained a tiny bit of weight and she becomes mortified because she doesn't fit her cosplay outfits, especially her favorite character. I mean, honestly, that would be annoying. Actually, what I find annoying is I spent so much time making my Attack on Titan cosplay back in the day, a long time ago. I made the straps and everything. And guess what? I can't wear it anymore because I actually lost weight. So it's too big on me. I can't wear it. I cannot wear it. So I have to make it again if I ever want to be Levi Ackerman. And I'm really mad about it. But so, I mean, it really does suck when something doesn't fit you one way or the other. Like some of my Hetalia cosplays, I made Italy and I made Prussia and I made, like, you know what, so all those suits that I made, they're too big. So, I mean, yeah, it does suck when things, like, don't fit you, especially cosplays, especially when they're made. If you make it, dear gosh, you really don't feel like messing with that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I get it. I get that, you know? I get it. Especially, like, I've had, like, some of my favorite clothes. Like, I have, like, some shorts. Because, like, my pet peeve of the fashion world today is there are no, like, low-rise shorts, all right? Everything's high-rise. Everything's, like, up to your belly button, or everything's, like, up to, like, I like being right at my hips. I like low-rise shorts. I don't mean wear jeans, so I can't really say low-rise jeans, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not, they're just good jean shorts, you guys. And whether they're jean shorts or whether they're just shorts, like, just made out of material or whatever, like, some of my good shorts that I liked from, like, you know, back when low-rise stuff was more popular, like, they don't fit me anymore. They're too big. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Because guess what? No one sells them anymore, and I can't find them anywhere. So I've had to try to, like, take them apart and put them back together because those were the only low-rise shorts that I can find unless I go to Goodwill. And sometimes Goodwill, they be overpriced and stuff. You know what I mean? So, ugh, don't even get me started on that. Mitch donated and said, my granddad once said, if women were in charge of all countries, we wouldn't have war. We just have countries giving each other the silent treatment. I mean, hey, that sounds like a lot better deal, in my opinion. I'd rather have a bunch of passive aggressiveness than full out war, so I'll take it. Plus, we probably have better maternity leave, so, you know. Okay, we gotta check on Ko-fi, so let's do that real quick. Let's see. So Wicked Penguin donate. This is continuing the saying. So this is like the, you know, like a woman's like a car. You know, Penguin, a woman is like a car. You got to take care of her, make sure she's properly checked up, and if you don't take care of her, she can and will end you. I mean, fair, I guess. I mean, fair. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, if she's, you know, I mean, if you don't be nice to your lady. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Natasha's like, all I'm saying is that in various primate groups, all the violent males die out and the females raise non-violent males and then they just thrive and prosper. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, hey, if we lived, you know, I mean, you never know. You never know what would happen in a what-if scenario, you know what I mean? All I gotta say is right now, whatever is ruling the place I'm in is not too great. So, it ain't that great. But yeah, I knew of there were a lot of, even like some native tribes that I read up on that were, you know, that were very like female forward as far as I remember. I think it was like in a native studies class because I had to research on it. I had to do a research paper. And it's actually really, really hard to find stuff about native tribes because not a lot of documentation was kept. So I had to like, I was searching through the archives. Mitch donated and said, I will say GF appreciates my humor. For example, she says, my iCloud has more interesting stuff on it than the true crime documentaries she watches. Well, you know, I don't know what to say about that, but it almost sounds like she's an accomplice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, no, I'm not eating the rest of this banana. I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't go through my browser history. You'll be bored to death. What is mine? I'm just curious because I don't even know what I search up. Open history page. Let's see. Well, a lot of it's Ko-fi and YouTube videos. A bunch of YouTube videos. Some documentaries, some like police dash cam stuff. I watch a lot of like true crime stuff. Some crochet tutorials. Some South Park compilations. Because I guess I felt like watching South Park. Some Reddit posts about plant identification. I guess I watched a video. I didn't remember watching this. Boys try girl dinners. I guess I trust my... I'm trying to look at my search history, but like these are mainly just me watching videos. I don't really search up anything. Where... Like, I'm trying to literally find a Google search. Where are my Google searches? Are they just not here? Do I not Google search anything anymore? There has to be something. I searched up barn owl. I must have been like, okay, I wanted to draw an owl, I guess. D&D owlin. Do owlins see far away? D&D. Crow's nest ship, I guess. Okay. And I looked up owl feet. D&D owling. A lot of owling searches. I guess I was looking for something specific. And that's pretty much it for a long time. Oh, I looked up, this was me trying to find out, is it gist or gist? Is it with a G or a J? That's so funny. And yeah, I don't really Google search anything. It's mainly just me watching YouTube and like looking up stuff and like being in my YouTube studio and like checking on the Discord and checking on Patreon and checking on Etsy and, you know, being on, you know, probably you know, movie streaming websites, which are totally legal. Oh, this was me looking for a reference. Applying lipstick. I was trying to find a reference for applying lipstick. That's so funny. Actually, I had a sketch. This is some lore for the last week's drawing. I had an initial sketch for the lipstick video where she's actually like putting lipstick on her lips, and I didn't like it. Like, I actually lined it. It's actually like a fully lined drawing, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't like this. Like, there was something about it, like the way like her face was structured, it didn't really look like popular GF, and I kind of just didn't like the way it looked. Like, it just didn't look like thumbnail worthy or something. And so yeah, it's just sitting there. Now it's just gonna sit there. But anywho, sorry, I'm going on a little tangent. Let me read some stuff. Where are we at? Neb donated and said, I sadly grew out of my hiccup and Jack Frost cosplays that I made myself, so I feel your pain. Dang, yeah. I had a Jack Frost cosplay. I think it still fits me, but it's too big. So I'm gonna have to sew it up and make it smaller. I'm gonna have to make it smaller. That's okay. I'll make do. Natasha sent me her most recent cosplay. What? Yeah, I have not been checking out anything because I have been kind of a little bit off my rocker the past couple weeks. It's been a crazy... What do you mean I have to enter a passcode? How do you not... I mean, it's me, obviously. Why do we have to enter passcodes now? To, like, see our messages. Like, okay. Oh, that's, oh my gosh. I forgot her name. But it's from Baldur's Gate. Is it Aelin? Looks like Aelin to me. Natasha's cosplaying Aelin? Oh my gosh, let's go. Which means, like, why didn't you just ask Kiwi? I don't know how girly is she compared to you. Well, I mean, I know how to apply. Like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Oh, because you know why? Oh, stupid Can we... Which one is it again? I don't remember. I think... sorry, my brain's like, I was looking it up because, not how to apply it, but like, what does it look like? I mean, I guess I could have just taken a photo of her applying lipstick, I guess. But, yeah, no, actually, she doesn't really wear lipstick too often. She doesn't really wear lipstick that often. I think she wore it, like, sometimes, like, during holidays and stuff like that, but she actually doesn't wear lipstick that often. But she does have it, though. She does have lipstick versus I don't. But yeah. Oh, my eyeballs. They do not feel that great. Let's see. Wait, crap. Did I miss any super chats before I start talking about random stuff? There we go. Whoa. What is going on with the chat? Excuse me. Everyone's like, bring back Neko. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was such a piece of yeet. Everyone's like, bring back Neko. Well, you know what? No. I will not bring back Neko. 9. Kokiri said, personally, I love the princess long hair on you. Oh, wait, you mean, oh, cause you mean this? You mean this? This was actually originally what the model was supposed to look like, but like, I didn't like how, like, see how, like, it goes outwards? Like, it almost, like, goes, like, instead of, like, going straight down, it goes outwards. And I just thought it looked kind of weird. I didn't really like the style of the long hair too much. So, someone said, eat me. Oh, I mean, we'll cook you first, but sure. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't really like the long hair on this model too much. I don't know. I want it to look a little different, so I'd probably have to edit the textures for it, but, you know. It is what it is. Oh, well, yes, the ponytail is so you don't choke in your sleep. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, I actually have to be careful while I sleep with my hair. Otherwise, it's a freaking nightmare. I think there actually are toggles for, like, different hairstyles, and I can't remember what they are. So this is gonna be kind of weird, so hold on. Yeah, look at this! Like, what is that? I'm gonna be like, wait, what is this one? Wait. I think I have to press another key for it. Well, I know this one comes up, but why does the other one not come up? I think I have to press another key. No, that's not it. Oh, shoot. No, not photo mode. Get out of here. Okay, that's the wrong hotkey. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna press any more buttons that we don't know what they do. Mm-hmm. That was a chandelier for a hairstyle. Oh, chandelier. I guess it kind of does look like a chandelier. Or that's not chandelier. That says chandler. I was just trying to make sense of the word. That was a chandler. Chandler? There's too many bows. This hairstyle has like bows on these, and I got a bow in the back. They don't jiggle enough. It doesn't make... With how hair is, this should be going all over the place. We got so now we're gonna have to have a poll. This hair better down or the ponytail? She's like, I always thought the hair looked better down. I don't know what the hair looks better down with these little weird things. This is almost like Goth GF, isn't it? Because she has those little ponytails on the sides, I think. Oh, you meant chandelier? Okay. I was like, maybe it's meant to be chandelier, but I wasn't sure. I don't know no more. Wait, can we do polls in here? I think we can now. Can. Not that this is gonna matter. I'm probably still gonna keep the ponytail because I prefer it, but I'm just curious. I'm just curious what people think because I actually thought the long hair looked bad. So let's see. I'm just curious. Add an option. Wait. Yes. No. We don't want. Okay. No. We don't want. No. We just no. Shush. Wait. Yes or no? No, we want... Wait, hold on. Ponytail. Hair down. Which one? Because why not? We've never done a poll in here before, so... Okay, why can't I start the poll? Hello? Oh, wait, do I have to delete that? Okay, there we go. There we go. I was like, why isn't it working? There we go. I don't even know how that works. I don't even see the poll anymore. So, is it still here? I look like Bernice from Z? Triple Z? Oh, because they're for the ponytails and the hair. Got you. You look beautiful with any hairstyle. Well, thank you, Mr. Wanapon. Thank yous. What's so funny is everyone doesn't like the ponytail. I like the ponytail one better. It was just so funny. So I'm just curious. Obviously, I'm keeping the ponytail no matter what, but I'm just curious because I always thought this looked kind of... I didn't like this. I thought it looked weird. Nah, this ain't a democracy, Kokiri. This ain't a democracy. It's never been one. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on. We have a few donations we got to go through. Inept donated. So this is between Goth and Inept. So Goth says, "What are you doing? You need a break. So now you're sitting in my lap. You didn't. Shh. You're paying. Shh. Oh no, sorry. Shh. Just paying you back for the other day. You're lucky I like your cuddles. I had a good teacher. Shush and pull me closer. As you wish. Stop. Nope. You're lucky this is nice." Yeah, she's, yeah, you're the only exception, so lucky you. Lucky you. Lucky you. Elias Esteban Sanchez donated and said, "Someone needs head rubs. I'll make note of that when I see you at VidCon." Let's go! Let's go! I'll take it, man. Dude, my head is always freaking hurting. So I will take it. Plus, I'm pretty sure Elias Esteban Sanchez, I think, is... Wait, you're the one that does, like, physical therapy stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. You'd vote for both options if you could, Zachy. It's okay. I appreciate whatever. Bobby donated, and okay, so this is between me and Neko. So I say, no, I won't bring back Neko. Neko says,
You can't keep me away forever, Katori. I'm inevitable.
what makes you say that?
Look at the chat. I'm as much a part of you as you are me.
Where have you been coming up with this stuff?
Fortune cookies?
That makes sense. Like, she just, like, gets a fortune cookie of the day, and she decides to keep on saying it over and over and over, hoping that it makes sense. Oh, my eyes. Yeah. I was hoping it would go away. I took a ibuprofen, but it didn't seem to do too much, so I'll have to have a little lay down after this. Maybe a nice cup of tea, rest my eyes. Maybe I'll have to, like, force myself to eat something other than just a banana. Maybe that'll help. I think we actually got some free Hot Pockets for some reason. I don't know why. The store was giving out, like, I think it was like if you like bought something, then you got, like, something for free. So we got, like, free Hot Pockets. I haven't eaten Hot Pockets in ages. I'm not even a big Hot Pockets fan, but you can't really go with free stuff, so. Yeah, Nakatsunako reading fortune cookies. Oh shoot, we have a Kofi. Actually, where did Kofi even go? Did I X out of it by accident? Where did it go? Inept donated. It's between Clementine and Inept. Clementine, we'll give her a slightly higher voice. I feel like popular GF, her voice is a bit higher. So, Clementine says, "You've been staring a lot. Maybe I should wear lipstick more often." Maybe it is my favorite color on my favorite gal. Aw, all right. Enough flirting. Are you ready for the party? Yeah. Actually, you need one thing. Mwah. There. Now you're ready. Could you imagine she just did like a massive kiss on his forehead, almost like SpongeBob and Patrick, you know, when she gave them kisses on their foreheads. She's like, it's a magical thing to keep you, that'll make you men, or like to keep you safe. I can't remember exactly, but I know she gave them each a kiss, and like stayed on their forehead. Wait, was it? Or maybe I'm thinking of, wait, that wasn't the mermaid, was it? Maybe I'm thinking of the grandma. No, it wasn't the mermaid. I'm trying to, like, my brain is like so foggy right now. No, that was SpongeBob's grandma, right? SpongeBob's grandma's the one that gave him the kiss that stayed on his forehead, right? My gosh, my brain. Ooh, yeah, that's what, yeah, the grandma, that's what, yeah, I got confused. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I remember that episode. He was like trying to like wipe it off and it was not working. I know this one time, my sister, I tend to do like, she wanted to like try her makeup style on me, which is a much more, I don't want to say girly, I guess, 'cause it's not like, she does more winged eyeliner, whereas I do more like of, I use like an eye pencil instead. I kind of like go along my waterline. I kind of like do more like of a natural smoky eye type thing. Not like super smoky, but you know what I mean? I kind of just like more of a grungy look. I don't know how to describe it. Probably more like that early 2000s thing where, you know, you use like the eye pencil and you kind of put it on your waterline. It's not like big winged eyeliner, right? I don't do the winged eyeliner stuff. Unless like cosplay calls for it, but basically I don't really do much of winged eyeliner. But anyways, so she tried it on me. I was like, who am I? I'm like, who is this? And, you know, she got out like, I think she found like a red lipstick. She's like, you gotta wear this, because some people have said like I almost have like a similar facial structure to like Regina from Once Upon a Time. She'd be like, oh, you look like Regina with the red lipstick, put it on. I'm just like, okay. So afterwards I was like, this looks freaking weird. This looks freaking weird. And then I think I did mine on hers, and she looked it was funny to like mix and match like what you usually do. You know what I mean? That was kind of funny. So definitely not for me personally, but it was still kind of funny. I do have purple tea. I do. There's multiple ways to have purple tea. Some people already make, like, I personally, which I hope one day they will endorse me, because I love the Tea Republic. Or the Republica tea, I mean. They have multiple teas. They have 2 teas, I believe, that are purple teas. And it's because of the butterfly pea tea in it. It's actually part of the pea family. They have, like, blue flowers. And, they use that in the tea because it's blue, and then it reacts to different pH levels, so the acidity of lemon or anything else that's in the tea will make it purplish. So there's one, I think it's called blueberry lavender, and it's part of, like, they call it part of their beauty series. It's supposed to like help your skin and stuff. I didn't really care. I just wanted the purple tea. And there's another one that I think is called rose chamomile, and that one is also a purple tea. But if you want to make your own purple tea blend at home, technically all you need is the butterfly pea plant flowers. They sell them online. They're blue flowers. I think, I'm trying to remember where they're from. They're from, I don't know if they're from the Philippines or they're from Thailand, or I don't know where they originally come from, but you can buy them online. And then you can make your own tea blends. So maybe you want like rose hips in yours, or maybe you enjoy, you know, like this tea with this tea or whatever. So, you know, and then all you gotta do to make it purple is add a bit of acidity. So you can even put it in your lemonade if you want. You could just put a little bit of the blue tea in your lemonade and make it purple, you know, or you can just enjoy the blue tea as blue tea. Although I will say it does kind of taste like sweet peas a little bit. So, like almost like snap peas. You ever had snap peas? They almost taste like sweet snap peas, the tea does. So do with that with what you will. Or if you're lucky enough, which sadly it's no longer spring, but in the springtime when violets are popping up, you can use violet flowers, and that will create a blue tea that you can make purple with lemon juice or other stuff. So yeah, you can use violet flowers, purple violet flowers, make sure they're edible violets, but you can use the violets, or you can use, you know, that other plant, which technically, you know, either or. But sadly right now, violets they have since been gone. They've already bloomed. And I'm sad they are gone, because they smell really nice. I do like my teas. And I do like my flowers. I love making flower jellies. This year, I think I'm gonna try to make a rose jelly. Or I can candy some rose petals. I've made them before, and they kind of taste like jelly beans. Like jelly beans. Tea is gross. Nah, you gotta find the right tea, Kokiri. You gotta find, there is a tea out there for you, I promise. Some people like more like spicy teas. Some people like more like black teas or green teas or herbal teas or floral teas. There's so many types of teas. You just gotta find the one for you. You gotta find the right one for you, Kokiri. So Swirl donated and said, "Hey Katori, hope you're well. Changes in my life have now guaranteed that I have more free time and thus will be seeing more of my beautiful profile." LOL. Well, I'm happy you'll be here more, So Swirl. Sadly right now my head be hurting and it's been kind of a crazy week. So I've been a little bit stressed, but you know, it's nice hanging out with y'all and talking with y'all, and you know, hopefully tomorrow my head will be better and I'll be able to go out and garden some more, because I do find gardening being very therapeutic. And yeah, I'm glad you have some more free time. We will be very happy to see you in here some more. Very, very happy. Oh yeah, chocolate. Yeah, we have, sorry, I saw chocolate peppermint tea. We do have multiple mints in our garden. So like there's regular mint that you can make tea out of, but we also have chocolate mint, and that one, that's the best mint tea. I love chocolate mint tea. I've had some chocolate mint tea before. On the final day of one of my classes, back when I was in college, we had a tea party on our final day. It was it was an art class, and this one dude brought in some chocolate mint from his own garden, because I brought in my own. Everyone brought in their own tea. I forgot what I brought in actually. I think I brought in I forgot what I brought in. But anyways, he brought chocolate mint, and I was like, man, like this tastes really good. And he's like, yeah, it's chocolate mint in the garden. I'm like, really? Yo. And so yeah, chocolate mint tea. I mean, it's a mint that kind of like has almost like an undertony chocolate flavor. I wouldn't say it tastes 100% like chocolate, because it's mainly mint, but it's not like some mint teas are very like mint forward. This one almost has like a malty mint, so it gives you like that chocolate flavorish type thing, and it smells more sweet than that very like when because I both mints in the garden, so when I smell regular mint, it's very strong. It's like almost tingly to your nose. The other mint is a bit more gentle and heavy. It's like a sweeter smell, and also a bit more pleasant in my opinion. So this year I'm gonna try to be a bit more liberal in, you know, clipping the mint plants. I didn't last year, which I think hindered their growth. So granted, mint spreads like crazy anyways, but I'm gonna try to clip some more so that way I can actually make my own mint tea this year, because last year I didn't do that, which I was kind of sad that I didn't, because it's kind of cool to make your own tea, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to make some mint tea from my garden. It's 50-50 on the votes. That's so funny. Can I vote? It will let me vote. Either way, I do like the ponytail, because I usually wear ponytails because my hair goes everywhere. Actually, right now my hair is actually surprisingly not in a ponytail, but I'm sitting on my hair, so hence why ponytails are very useful to me. And again, where's Kofi? Am I just Xing out of it by accident for some reason? Cyberman donated and said, whoopsie. Well, like I said, you're beautiful in any hairstyle, and if I could, I give you my message, gun, which does my message? Maybe that's a typo there. My message, which does wonders. Oh, my massage gun. Okay. I'll give you my massage gun, which does wonders for my back. Also, take your time with my keychain. Oh, so this is me saying, so, Sai, you think I'm an angel? And Sai says, well, you're the best angel. Well, you're the best angel ever. And then I say, oh, Katori give forehead kiss. Aw, thanks, Sai. You're a good homie. Yeah, I mean, hey, if I'm a pretty good angel, I'll take it. I'll take being holy. But yeah, no, I'll definitely get your keychain out in the time that, you know, that it's supposed to be shipped. So I'll get that out. But But yeah, no, I've heard of massage guns before. I've considered getting them for like, you know, my neck and my back and stuff like that. I just haven't really I know there's like some really good ones, you know, the ones that are usually pretty good are pretty expensive. So I haven't gotten that yet, but Oh, Yoshi donated and said, thanks for bringing Clementine back. Yeah, no, I was trying to think of like, at first, originally, she was actually going to be the goth GF, because I thought, oh, like, we'll do one where like, you know, because, you know, some goths will wear like, you know, black lipstick, but most of our goth GFs don't have very pigmented lipstick. Not, granted, that's not to say that Clementine really didn't wear lipstick either, so it could have been technically any of the goth GFs. But something like, I was like, I don't think, it just didn't seem like in character for them to be like, oh, like, let's test out my lipstick. You know, it seemed more like it just didn't, it seemed more like of a girly feminine thing to do. Not to say that goth girls can't be girly and feminine, but just like the ones that we have, or the ones that I've made, they just don't really fit that mood. And something that was like, you know what, I'm like, I think Clementine would do this. Like, out of all the girls we have, like, it feels like something that she would do. You know, like, let's test out my lipsticks, you know, like the previous popular girl, you know. So that's how she came to be. Neb donated and said, I like your signature ponytail, but I guess I'm biased because I also wear a ponytail mostly. LOL. Yeah, ponytails are pretty great. I also recently have gotten into like hair clips. Like sometimes if like I don't want to put my hair up completely in a ponytail and I still want it somewhat down, I have these big hair clips, so I'll just like take the sides of my hair, pull it back and clip it in the back, so like the hair is like out of my face. So it's almost like a half ponytail almost. Like my hair is still down, but it's like pulled back a bit. So I do use big hair clips sometimes. And I have these big hair clips that are kind of in the shape of a butterfly, so I kind of like those. They're very on brand for me, because I do love my butterflies. And so my milkweed's popping up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time. It's gonna be time for monarch butterflies again. And every year I always say, oh hey guys, we'll name one, but I never have the time to like actually fully like take a photo and do a poll or whatever, or do an announcement being like, hey, we're gonna name this one. But this year I'm gonna try to, like, you know, when I finally get a monarch butterfly, I'm gonna try to take the time to be like, okay guys, like what are we naming this one, you know? I feel like that'd be fun. Garrick Anderson donated and said, since it's Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to end up working next Saturday to make up for that day. I'll try and pop in and say hello if I can. Okay, yeah, no worries. You know, do what you need to do, but if you decide to pop in and say hello, we'll be very happy to see you. So, thank you for the heads up, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. So Swirl donated and said, apparently it's healthiest to eat steak medium rare for nutrition retention. I'm open more to it now, but I'm still medium well. Also, waves finger like a Jedi. Your head doesn't hurt. LOL. Dude, if you can do that mind trick and make my head not hurt, I will accept. Let's go. Like, wiggle it again. Or waves. Sorry, waves finger like Jedi. Or that'd be funny is if, like, instead of like waving their hand, they wiggle their finger like, you're feeling very sleepy now. But yeah, no, interesting. Yeah, I'll probably still keep it medium well myself, but interesting. Interesting piece of information. Yoshi donated and said, why don't you make an extra long hair cuddles, GF? That'd be interesting. Rapunzel hair GF just like wraps you up in her hair. You ain't going nowhere. Alrighty, I think Mama's gonna be coming down, and we'll probably end the stream about there because my eyeballs be hurting. My eyeballs be hurting, and I'm probably gonna lay down. And gosh darn it, I thought maybe my headache would go away, but it didn't. But you know what? It was fun streaming with y'all and talking with y'all. And it was probably better than me just sitting around, you know, being mad that my head hurt. Instead, I got to chat, and you guys gave me a few laughs. And I guess we also learned that it's a pretty close call for the ponytail and the hair down. 51 to 49%. So I guess whatever I do, I'm glad people seem to like both. You know, if I ever decide to bring this back or whatever, I'm glad that it's still liked regardless. So, okay, so real quick announcement while Mama's making her way down here. This coming weekend, I will not be able to stream. So, just wanted to let y'all know ahead of time, you know, and it's sadly with how things are going, I won't be able to stream Saturday or Sunday, because I know sometimes when I can't stream on Saturday, I push it back to Sunday, but I won't be able to stream this coming weekend. So the 30th, you know, when we usually stream on Saturday, we will not be streaming, just so that way everyone's aware. So I'm so sorry, but we will be back the next week, you know, with our usual scheduled program. but yeah, so sadly we won't be having a stream this coming Saturday. So, but yeah, I thank you guys for, still sticking around, and we'll have a stream, you know, the next Saturday. And, I'm just trying to find the next donation before, I read that one. Oopsie daisy. Neb donated and said, I was hoping you'd be streaming next week because Iron and I have birthdays next Sunday. Oh no! Well, happy early birthday, Neb and Iron. Yeah, sorry I'm not streaming, but I hope you guys have wonderful birthdays regardless. So, I'm not having a date! I already told you guys. I said if I ever have a date, if I legit have a date, I will let you guys know, because I'll be like, yo, guess what? The day that we thought would never come? The event that we thought would never happen is happening. I'm going on a date. It's crazy. But yeah, no, sadly, I'm not going. Every time I say I'm not going, someone messages me is like, all right, enjoy your hot date. Like, yeah, I wish. No, I will not be going on a hot date. If I ever do, I'll let y'all know, because, you know, it'll be an interesting life event. That would be a pretty big life event. I've never went on a date before, or at least a romantic date, or a date that I didn't realize was a date. That's another story for another time. But anyways, as I have, I see there's another super chat. Hold on one second. Actually, let me do this first and then I'll read the super chat. So as you all know, in case some of you don't know, if I'm stumbling over my words because my head still kind of hurts, my mother likes to come down and say hello to you all. Yes, she is my real mother, and she's done this for some time now. I don't know how it started, but she's here to say hello to y'all before we end the stream.
Well, I hope I'm not a fake mother, but anyway.
Well, you know, some people say, are you right?
Yeah, I'm her real mother. First, I'll say happy early birthday to Iron and to Neb, because she will not be on a date. She will be with me and Roy, and we'll be doing something. So.
She's like, I'm gonna keep saying it till it comes true.
And so that was the first thing I wanted to say. Second thing is, I hope you're all doing well. I hope I said hello to everyone in the chat who said hello to me, and if I missed you, I'm so sorry. I do have a prayer video I'll be putting out for you after Katori's video here. For any of you who follow me on YouTube, I am Mama's Light, and sometimes Mr. Smee is nice enough to put my link in the chat, so you can look for that if he does that. And then tomorrow I will have a full video out for you all tomorrow, for any of you who are feeling like you're alone. So check out my video.
And Swirl donated and said, it sucks my alarm didn't go off and slept through most of this. Also considering I have works next Saturday, that works for me, lol. Oh yeah, so yeah, I guess you won't miss anything.
Yeah, I will miss you guys next week. I will. Although I am going to still try to get a video out next Sunday.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry we're not streaming next week, but and I'm sorry you slept through your alarm, Swirl, but I'm glad you're able to show up at the end and say hello. Bobby donated and said, also, could you wish Neb a happy birthday as Kish? I sure can. Let me just read this one first, and then I will do that. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, goodbye/good night, Mama Tori. Hope you feel better, Katori. Goodbye, good night.
Well, goodbye and good night, Mr. Wanapon. It would not be the end of stream without you saying that, and I see that Smee did put my link in the chat. Thank you, Mr. Smee.
Oh, I skipped Neb's chat? I don't think I did I? Maybe I did. Oh, I did. Neb donated and said, okay, since you can't stream next Saturday, can you wish Iron happy birthday as Celeste? Okay, so we have a happy birthday for Celeste and a happy birthday for Kish.
Right, but the happy birthday with Celeste is going to Iron, and the happy birthday with Kish is going to Neb.
Yes. I love how Iron's the first one to point that, because obviously Celeste is going to Iron. He's like, hold up, there's a request in for me. So everyone's like, wait, you missed Neb's super chat. All right, we can wish you both a happy birthday with Kish and Celeste. So Celeste will say, well, my precious treasure, it seems that you have lived a whole another year around this earth. Just know that you are special, and we will celebrate your birthday accordingly. Happy birthday. And then we have our lovely Kish for Neb. What would she say? I don't do a lot for Kish.
Well, it seems you're going to get a free round on the house, Neb, since it's your birthday. We'll spend it however you like. And, well, I'm not really good at making cakes, but I'll do my best. But happy birthday, Neb. I hope it's extra special.
Indeed we do. Indeed we do. So.
And Superstar Mario, I'm so glad my videos helped you. Thank you. I'm glad. That makes me know that I'm doing my job right.
Well, y'all, thank you for sticking around and dealing with my cloudy head because... Oh, the huzzah! You want to say
Huzzah! Huzzah for the birthday.
Because we made this whole thing of saying huzzah for the tipper.
From the why can't I think of what it's called? The Renaissance Festival?
Yep.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all, so thank you for sticking around and, dealing with my slow brain because my head's still a bit foggy. And so thanks for all the well wishes and everything else, and I hope you guys have a good evening. And again, remember, this coming Saturday we will not be streaming, sadly, but we will, after that we'll go to our regularly scheduled program and stuff like that.
And we will miss you. And Katori should be a voice actress. I agree. She really should. She really should. I mean, the way she can do so many voices, I don't know why she doesn't. So,
well, I need to be hired.
Well, you need to apply. Right?
I do for some, actually.
You had?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't really ever mention it just because I never got anything, but I've done it a few times. I mean, not avidly, but a few times.
Yeah.
But,
well, those people don't know what they're doing. That's all.
Anywho, all right, guys, I'll see you.
Look for my videos.
I'll see you next week.
Good night.
All right. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.